rumors or bad stories. Hey! It was a holiness code. One of the most common things you will find today are false stories about people. Sometimes when you see the stories, you cannot believe that is Amma. I don't think. How do people come up with such stories? No, young people, I'm asking you, how do you come up with? You see something on Facebook, Instagram, even in the news. I said, no. Recently, I had a very crazy story. I mean, it was so crazy, so stupid, so useless. I don't even feel like repeating it in the mind. It was so stupid. No, they were talking about 4 pastors in Ghana who this, them. I mean, and the annoying part is that when they create the lie, then they come to ask you, is it true? What do you think about what is being said about you? You said it. Continue talking. Nobody here will spread rumors or bad stories. I would say rumors, bad stories. Bad stories. We don't want to know. When people come to you with bad stories, tell them, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what happened to her. I don't want to know. She's my friend. I love her. Good or bad, she's still my friend. Don't tell me. Don't. I love her and respect her. You say, oh, but it's the truth. Keep it to yourself. It's a bad story. You will say it. After you said it, I will find it difficult to wipe it out of my mind. Keep it away from me. I don't want to know. If she's done wrong, it's between she and her God. Let she deal with it. Let her deal with it with God. Let God settle up. Sit down. You will be surprised. You will be surprised that you, the bearer of sad news, will be the one that will be killed. You will be surprised that you, the one carrying the bad story, you will be destroyed. And the one who you claim to be talking about will live on. You'll be surprised. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. In this church, we don't say bad things about each other. Maybe you've not noticed. He said, are we a perfect church? Listen, that is why you shouldn't tell me. Because before you tell me, I know. I'm not perfect. What are you going to tell me that I didn't know before? Am I not also human? What is she doing that I have not thought of doing that I didn't do? That God has by grace kept me. Why are you telling me? I have received grace. Somebody was not as fortunate and as blessed. Keep it to yourself. Sit down, somebody, please. Young people, you may not know. That's why we have camp. We have camp so that we'll teach you the things you don't know. In this church, we don't carry bad stories about each other. You may not know. You may not know, so I'm telling you. Oh. So, freedom of speech. Take your freedom, somewhere else. We don't. We say good things about each other. We love each other. What you are telling us, we already know. Even before you did it, we know you can do it. And what you have done, I could have, but I haven't because grace has found me. So why are you now telling me? Why are you telling me? Am I the source? Listen, why are you telling me? Am I the source of the solution? What will telling me do? You know, the first king of Israel, we'll come back to the rumors, but let's stay on the bad stories for a while. The first king of Israel was Saul. When God, remember the stories, 1 Samuel 15, 16, 17. When Saul was rejected by God, God anointed David king of Israel. But David looked after sheep. You know, one of the things that you should pray never happens to you. Are you listening to me? Yes. A lot of you are praying that, oh, you know, I want to, this thing, become a celebrity, a famous person, blah, blah. But what you don't know is that on the day you enter into that office, you won't know how to behave. Yeah, some of you have not eaten in a 5-star restaurant before. No. Some of you have not eaten steamed clams. Or just jollof rice and chicken. With, and Pepsi. Pepsi understanding. Yeah. That is what you are. Are you listening to me? I'm not dissing anybody. Just listening to you. Just listen. Do you know what it means to be a king? Do you know what it means to be a king? Do you know what it means to stand in front of people to speak? You know what I'm doing? Some of you may think that, oh, I can do what Bishop Okozi. No problem. Come and try. Not a problem. David was anointed king, but he still didn't know how to behave. So do you know what God did? Can you believe what God did? Can you believe what God did? Can you believe what God did? God took David to the house of the only king. So that he will learn how to become a king by living with the king. A very interesting picture that I saw online not long ago. And this picture was the picture of your current president, Barack Obama. He was with Hillary and Bill Clinton, and he was holding Bill Clinton's coat. Yeah, and he was standing in the background like this. And Bill Clinton and Hillary were standing, and he was standing in the background like this, holding Bill Clinton's coat. He didn't start learning how to be president yesterday. He's been living with the president, moving around with the president, watching the president. May you have an opportunity to mix with presidents. Sit down. There is a kind of young person that is interested in these things. How to behave in the king's court. Some of you won't survive. Some of you don't know that in the king's court you don't just talk. Some of you don't know that in the king's court you must be alert and must contribute intelligently. Yeah, you don't know that you must know how to behave. You must know what is important and what is not. That when you are with the king, you are not thinking about what are we going to eat next. Kings don't think about food. Kings think about solving problems. You don't know that when you are with the king, you are not thinking about your personal discomforts, what you are going through. You are thinking about the king. David needed to learn. So, God sent him to Saul's palace to learn what it is like to live in the palace. Saul was demon possessed, we all know. But he was still David's teacher. Yeah. And he taught David what he knew. He even gave David a royal wife. Royal wife. A king's daughter to marry. Because when you are the king, you cannot just marry anybody. There's a country in Africa which starts with one of the letters in the alphabet. One of the 26 letters. And the wife of the president, I don't think she ever dreamt she would become the first lady of that country. Oh no, she wasn't ready. Oh no, she wasn't ready. No, she didn't think family. Let me come back to my story. Then one day, Saul went into battle. And during the battle, he and his son Jonathan, who was David's best friend, died in battle. And then a foolish man who thought David would be happy that Saul was dead, came and told David that, David, the one who has been chasing you is now dead. He said, how do you know? He said, I saw it myself. I saw it myself. I said, and I have cut off his head and I have brought it. David said, you have cut off Saul's head? Okay, wait, I'm coming. Then he went into his room and went to cry. He cried. He cried. Look, some of you, you think you have enemies, but the day your enemy dies, you cry. Oh, yeah. Tell you that. Yeah, you think you have enemies. But the day that person dies, you will be surprised. You will not be happy. He cried. He started remembering the things Saul taught him. How to sit at table. David was not used to sitting at table. He was used to eating in the bush with the sheep. He was not used. Even when Saul put on his royal armor, I mean, everybody knows that the king is the most protected person in the world. Is not Barack Obama the most protected person in America? And the king said, wear my armor to fight Goliath. When he wore it, he said, these clothes, I'm not used to. But later on, he was also wearing royal armor. Sit down. Tell me the battle that David fought after he killed Goliath with the 5 stones. Show me another battle that he fought with stones. Show me another battle. He also learned. All I'm saying is that, to cut a long story short, is that the one who brought the news, the bad news, after David had finished crying, he said, bring the guy. He said what? He said, oh, Saul is dead. I was there. Yes, Saul is dead. And you were not afraid to tell me. Kill him also. You will be surprised that you, the person who brings the bad news, will be the one to die. In this church, we do not say bad things about each other. In this church, we do not say bad things about each other. In this church, we do not say bad things about each other. In this church, we don't sit in groups and corners and gossip about each other. In this church, we love everyone. We know that, look, I'm telling you, you may not believe me. I do not believe that you can say, as I came to this camp, that there is somebody that you know I don't like. As we come to the camp, show me the person I don't like in this camp. Show me the person. No, I know that he doesn't like this person. Show me the one. You can't. It is not us. Once you say, I am, even if before you said it, just that you are in this room, that's all. We love you. We don't have any bad story about you. You won't believe me. Listen. You want this church to be around when your children are born. Then keep your bad stories to your own stomach. Can I teach you the truth, or it's, bad stories, I don't want to know. I don't care. You're my brother. That's all that is important. You are my brother. Look, sit down. They say we are a church of loyalty and disloyalty. They have not seen anything. They have just scratched the surface. They do not know. They should come closer. And they say, oh, your church, it is watertight. Do you know watertight? It's like when you put water in a bottle and nothing, even one drop doesn't get. As for your church, you cannot get information on this church. Because the church, look, in Ghana, journalists have stopped even trying to get stories. Like they don't waste their time. I'm going to interview this, interview Bishop, interview this about something. They don't waste their time. We don't talk to them. What do you want to know? You will twist the facts. You will go and publish what? When you are writing your article, you will not show it to us before. You will take one or two things out and then put it out there. We should talk to you. We won't talk to you. So what they are doing now is that when Bishop preaches on a Sunday, then they go for the message and listen to the message. And fire burn all of them. Fire burn all of them. Fire burn all of them. They will all wither. They will wither. They will vanish. They will vanish. They will fade. We don't say bad things about each other. Noah was drunk. Noah was drunk. He drank wine. And he drank a bit too much. He did. Nobody, we know he drank it. I mean, somebody who can drink that, his clothes will fall off. And he was asleep. Then he must have. Do you know the problems he had? Do you know whether his wife was worrying him? That he just needed to drink something to quench his sorrows. Why are you judging Noah? Why are you judging Noah? Do you know what Noah is going through? Then Ham. Oh, Ham. Oh, Ham. You guys sit down, sit down. Ham was passing by Noah, his tent. When he saw Noah's bolo. He said, hey, Shem, Japheth. He had two big brothers. Shem, Japheth, come and see. Come and see. Daddy's bolo is just shaking left and right. If it were some of you, say, hey, today is our chance. You take pictures, you put it on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. The picture will go viral. OMG.com. The two bigger brothers said, shh, we don't want to know. They took a cloth. Come. They took a cloth, hold the cloth, and they went backwards. Noah was here. They went backwards like this. Okay, yes. took a cloth. He said, no. Have we got there? Are we there? Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. And they dropped it. When Noah woke up, when he looked at the cloth and he said, no, this is not my cloth. He said, no, I know this cloth. It's Shem. He said, Ham, I know what has happened. I know my children. Ham has seen me. Ham has seen me. Oh, Ham. Ham has seen me. So when he woke up, he said, today is today. He blessed Shem. He said, blessed be the God of Shem. Shem's children are the Asians. And if you look, every major religion comes from Asia. Because if you are Shem's God, you are blessed. Shem will worship you with vigor. You will know that you are being worshipped. You will feel that you are being worshipped. Yeah, that's why Noah blesses them. Blessed be the God of Shem. If you are Shem's God, you are Buddha, you are Hindi, you are Vashti, you are Shinto, you are Islam, you are what? You are Christianity, you are Judaism. They all came from there. You will know that you are being this. As for Africa, no. Everybody wants a small one. In fact, even Africa, sit down. In Africa, you can have a small village like my village. The village alone has 99 gods. That means that even if you have these 99 gods, do you think they all get attention? Do you think now the 99 get attention? Hey, but God, Shem. Then Japheth, he said, Japheth, your tent shall be enlarged. Japheth's children are Europe. Yeah. Then Ham. He looked at Ham. He looked at Ham. And he said, Cursed be Canaan. That's Ham's son. He said, a servant of servants. See, now I don't want to finish the story. So how do we treat bad stories in church? Because by all means, something bad will happen. We are not perfect. So how do we treat it? Let me just talk about that and then we'll close. Galatians 6 verse 1. Galatians 6 verse 1. Rumors and bad stories. Rumors and bad stories. Are you learning anything about the Holiness Code? Do you remember Hebrews 12:14? What does it say? Hebrews 12:14. Everybody, Hebrews 12:40. Ready, go? Always start with the reference. Always start Hebrews 12. Ready, go. And holiness, without which no man. Hebrews 14:12. Again, it's our memory verse for the camp. Everybody must know it by the time we leave. Put it back on for those who've forgotten. Is it there? Hebrews, thank you. Hebrews 12:14. Ready, go. And holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. Hebrews 12. Again. Are you going to follow Holiness? On Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, where else? Snapchat. You follow Holiness. Are you sure? You follow Holiness. You find out what Holiness is doing. That is why you follow some of these people. You just want to know what they are wearing. Is that not so? What they are eating, what they are listening to. Twitter said, I'm lying down. Then you go and lie down. Galatians 6 verse 1, quickly, and we'll take a break. Is Charles around? Let's read it together. What does it say? I want everybody reading. I beg you from the depths of my soul. I want everybody to read, please, from the depths of my soul. Read it. What does it say? Which are spiritual. Are you surprised there's a scripture like this in the Bible? Read it again, everyone. Considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted.